up, everybody? Welcome back to the Green Room Podcast. We're joined by Finn today. Finn, say something.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know if you heard anything, but I'm your host, Dan.
I'm Eileen.
Maddie. I'm on camera today.
I'm Jay.
Irene.
Yeah, so second episode.
Woo!
It took a lot to get to this point. Yeah.
Did. So we're on crunch time right now, so this episode is gonna be we're on crunch time, so this episode is gonna be a little shorter. I'm going on a trip, and right after we finish filming, Jay is going to graciously drive me to the airport. Thank you so much, Jay.
He put a gun to my head. I don't know.
He gave you no choice.
I actually did though. He didn't have a choice because it was either him or one of y'all. And I'm glad Jay said yes, because I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, Jay. Like, what have you been up to? Are we like is there like something going on between us? Like, am I losing
y'all
you?
Beefed out.
Like, huh?
I said y'all beefed out.
Yeah, are we like no, not even beefed out, because like when I don't think it's okay to say like in a relationship like beefed out or whatever.
I don't even know what beefed out means. This is like the first time I've heard that term.
Me too, but I just think it means you guys are beefing.
Context clues.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, damn, Eileen said like
She said think harder.
No, but for real, like, what have you been up to?
I've been working. I'm trying to open this bottle with one hand. Oh yeah.
Okay, he's strong.
No, I've been.
He said, "I'm just trying to in between my fucking bicep, just
No, I've been working.
Work been keeping you busy. Work been keeping you busy.
Very busy.
Crazy hours.
Crazy
Are you a full
hours.
timer there?
No, I'm part time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah,
Okay.
He might as well be
was
full time.
might as well. Honestly, yeah.
Damn.
They cut my hours. Or it kind of cut my hours. I don't know. It's a very touchy subject. I don't know.
Not a touchy
Okay.
subject. You're already a part-timer and they're cutting your hours. That's kind of crazy.
That's a
It's
lot.
like,
Yeah.
You're not working.
Working
They
2
cut
hours
your-
a week.
Yeah,
I feel like
Part-time- Yeah, part-time is all the way up to 37 hours though. So they can work you up to 37 hours. And
Part-time?
I thought it
Oh,
was
it's
max
third.
I thought
like
it was
30.
Yeah.
No, the max in the
I was
state of
working
Rhode
36
Island
hours
They
at the
work
head
for
of
37
the house.
hours. They can
Actually,
work you
yeah,
up
you
to that
can.
point.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
Like I've done almost like I feel like I've done almost that. Like close to like the holidays. I think I've done like what?
I thought after 36 hours you were considered full-time.
That's how it should be. I think it like
thought,
the max amount of money they can
Irene,
pay a
can you
part.
pass me my Apple Watch,
The
please?
max amount of hours they give a part-time employee could be only 37 hours. So everything above that is full-time.
It's just weird because the
I've
company
been
I
Finn's
work
asses
for
in my
is
face.
like they have the money.
He's just
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They always have the money.
They always have the money.
Right.
But like they're rationing out the hours. Like they're broke.
Yeah.
Hey, you know.
Fast food loves doing that. My first job ever was McDonald's, and it's just ridiculous. I feel like now it's a little better. I mean, in general, minimum wage has gone up over the years, but like while I was there, it was under $10 an hour, and that type of work is crazy. Like McDonald's.
hires
Y'all don't got the money.
Right. They're fucking everywhere.
Please.
They're fucking everywhere.
True.
I didn't even. Wow.
Does
alright.
anyone have any notes jotted down from the week? Anything like out of the ordinary happen?
I don't have notes, but I can think back.
I got into it with a bitch in a Tesla in Providence Place Mall.
It's
That
always
shit.
Providence Place Mall.
my
It's
God.
always
Parking
Providence Place
lot.
Mall. I'm telling you.
I was trying to, mind you, I was returning something from Zara for my mom. And then as I'm leaving, I'm in a fat ass Honda Odyssey, by the way. and then this, like, I'm in the lane, the exit lane to get out and shit. And this girl's pulling out like this way. Like either way, she's taking the amount of time it would take her to pull out of the spot. I'm already like in the lane, basically, is my point. And as she's pulling out, she's like going straight. So her like front headlight is like about to hit like the drive, like the
Your
shit.
bumper.
I rolled out my window and I told her like basically that I'm like, we're all in the same lane, like trying to get out. Like, why the fuck would you, like, you know what I mean? Like, why the fuck would you, try to make contact with my shit? And then the whole time she just kept saying like, oh, I'm trying to fucking leave. And then eventually, like, I just like rolled up my window and I'm going straight ahead. And then she ends up like coming behind me because the car behind her, like at that point, the car behind me had no choice but to let her go in because she was already like sticking out. But then, so you know how like you have to give your ticket to like the ship. One of them, there was so much traffic to get out because one of the machines was down. So there was like this guy that was like doing it manually. So I end up pulling up to his shit. And as I'm like about to give the ticket, she's like behind me and she's honking now, like trying to like get ready. And then we're both looking at each other. So then I get mad. And then I like, cause also I have this bad habit where I'll be like too far away from this shit. So I had to like either way.
I had to open the door.
I always get too close to it on purpose. Because I'd rather be closer to it and like
accidentally hit it.
Yeah, than like be far away. Because it's so embarrassing to like back up and like
I just opened my door.
But I ended up opening my door. And then I turned around. I was just like, can you shut the fuck up, bitch? And then I'm cussing her out. And then finally she stops. And the guy in front of me was like laughing. He looked like he was a high school student. And then I gave him my shit. And then I left. But that was that. I hate Providence Place Mall.
Yeah, no, that sounds terrible.
That's why we do Warwick.
Yeah. It's really just shitting on Providence. Like, forget the green room. It's called Fuck Providence Place Mall podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God. I think you can get so many people.
It's so
like,
hard
I will
to
go
navigate.
the further extra miles so that I can just park in an open parking lot. Like, the garage is just annoying, like, to go through.
And you remember when there was fires too? There was mad fires in the garage.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
I was
like,
there.
How does that even happen?
One time it was because a car exploded in the garage. So
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know. Oh, Jet and Finn look like our little managers.
That just the entitledness of that story. I'm leaving like no one else is.
And it's like you're in a skinny ass Tesla, bitch. Like why the fuck would you? And she was like too. She was a blonde bitch with blue eyes.
Oh my God.
Of course.
Like,
It always be the blue eyes, bro. Always be the blue eyes. Like fucking Ocean Eyes type beat. Speaking of like Providence Place Mall and shit like that, every fucking time I'm driving home from work, I pass it, right? So we've driven down that road. I don't know what that road is, but it's like you're exiting Walmart, Savers area.
Yeah.
You're taking the highway. Any fucking way. Every time I get to that point, it slows down, and it's always because people don't know how to fucking drive. Like
no one knows how to merge.
No one knows.
No one knows. No one knows how to merge.
Like, and you know what? Like, I hate that because it's like it brings out like traffic brings out such a specific side of me that I don't want anyone to see. Like, honestly, like I literally, like today, I was like, why the fuck are we stopped? Do you want to know why we were stopped? Because people were trying to like, it was, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I was in the furthest right lane and I was about to take a fucking exit. And I was like, why is only this one lane slowing down? So I'm like, what the fuck? So I finally get to the front of it, and it's because people were trying to merge onto one next to it, and I'm just like, that's why. Where like every time I see a fucking accident, I'm like, every time I see fucking traffic, I'm like, I better pull up on the most gruesome, like sad, horrific accident I've ever seen, because if a car isn't flipped, if a body isn't on the floor, like spread open, like I don't understand why.
Spread open.
They fucking landed like a
The acid.
Yeah, no, and Rhode Island when it's raining too is ridiculous.
People,
people forget
just
how to
forget
drive.
Fuck, it's in the
it's
air.
fucking water, and people really be on some like
it's a hot ass mess.
It's people. Honestly, like there are some roads that like dive, and so like cars be getting stuck, but that doesn't mean that. That's over there. Why are we on the highway and we're
Have you also noticed, like, I feel like this was not an issue in Rhode Island before, but like we've been flooding like crazy.
Right?
Like we would get like torrential downpours and that shit, we would be okay. Now it's like fucking cars are floating.
Yeah.
It's in buildings and
you
shit.
saw the I-95. Like when was that?
It was
like
recent. It was recent because
I-95 was completely underwater.
Like that's crazy. Like since when did we get like this? This was never an issue.
Global warming. Climate change is real.
No, but I
global
know what I
warming,
mean
you know.
specifically, like flooding here.
Mm.
I feel like that wasn't ever an issue, and we would get downpours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Damn, my boy looking
like
tall.
I wouldn't be surprised if it literally is just a consequence to climate change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
Because,
because there's
It's
just
happening
more
fast.
water.
It's
yeah.
happening really fast, and that's what people don't really realize is that like we don't really have to worry. Like our children and our children's children will have to worry about it the most. But like there's some things we gotta we have worse storms now.
Yeah.
We have way more rain now here, and like I swear to God, seasons do not exist anymore.
Mm-mm.
Why the fuck was
yeah,
it 75 fucking degrees in December this year?
Mhm.
That's true.
We had a
Several
very
days-
lenient winter.
Exactly.
Winter of
Several days in a
2020,
row, it was 70, like in the 70s in the December. That's ridiculous. Anyways,
We used to
that
have
was my
crazy
rant.
ass snowstorms. I don't even feel like we
Look
get
at
No,
that
for
shit
real,
anymore.
like-
There was
Right.
at least like
You
One
talk to
every-
you talk to
yeah.
any
A couple
adult in
winter
Providence, and they'll
storms
tell
each
you
winter.
about the storm of
Oh, yeah,
19
that shit,
whatever,
yeah.
where like
Storm
they
of
have to,
72.
yeah,
Yeah.
so fucking where everything was fucked up.
Like, damn.
No, yeah, bro. Honestly, I've been seeing so many fucking articles about how like we've gone past the point of global warming. Now it's just, I think it's like, it was called some shit like global heating. Like it's like we've upgraded from warming, bitch, to like actually just hot. Like things are just hot, and I'm a little scared. On top of like, wait. Talking about the whole like news and like world shit. What is going on with like the U.S. Congress releasing aliens, being like, LOL, like,
yeah, that's right. They recently said that they actually
Mhm.
found like bodies.
Yeah.
Biological matters, what they said.
Yeah.
but we all know what the fuck they
Because
meant.
like it was at a UFO crash site, and like they actually recovered like bodies. That's what they were like saying yes to like bodies
Yeah.
from there, like non-human being bodies. That's
I
crazy.
don't know.
though.
They're
it's
trying
like,
to distract
it's
us.
some things like we
Yeah.
already knew.
yeah, we've
Yeah.
been
But the fact that the government is
They-
actually out saying
yeah.
like, okay, yes, it's true, we have found it. That kind of is like,
Like-
oh shit.
but
It's
also
kinda crazy.
like my thing is them now just admitting it makes me feel like they're preparing for something.
There's
like
gonna be a war.
the
like,
fact that they're telling me
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
telling me
against the
specifically,
aliens?
y'all.
No, not
No,
against
the
the
US
aliens.
US Congress
They're
emailed
trying,
me and
they're
was
trying to
like,
distract us from that.
aliens are real.
Like, yeah.
Oh, you think so?
It happened
I feel like
back
there's
in
not a
the
big
Wow,
of
it's
of
crazy
distraction,
how
like, we
the
really
combo's
don't-
not
that's
revolving around me right now. Can we like reel it back in?
Bye.
Wait, that's such a cute little picture.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
But did you see what he was doing to his
He
son?
was combing the. Oh, never mind.
He was literally just like,
He's like, get the
Like,
fuck
get
away
the-
from me,
yeah,
Finn.
I'm dead. Oh, I wish we should have a cat cam.
Yeah, we should.
Smack cam.
It's cute.
Yo, Joe, add an echo to this. No one say anything. Smack cam. Just add like an echo so it sounds like the fucking meme. Anyway,
Imagine you got a cat cam and it's just you abusing your cats.
we already have one of those.
Like,
I used to have like a little thing that overlooked my room. I
That's
took that shit off.
right. Why'd you take it
Wow.
off?
'Cause you
That's
can see-
evidence, bitch.
No, not because I treat my cats very well. It's because I had a wire hanging down and it was messing with the aesthetic. So
Can't allow
no,
that.
but fucking aliens, like but you know what's crazy? Nobody gives a fuck because we're all drowning. Like we got bills to pay, bro. We got
Yeah.
so much shit.
There's
Like,
other-
if
there's other
aliens-
things to worry
Inflation is
about.
still
Yeah.
inflating.
Ooh. If aliens are
so
going
let's
to
get that.
come,
Yeah.
either kill us or save us. One of the two. Like I just
No,
feel like
please
whatever
kill
aliens
me.
are gonna do to us can't be worse than
What's happening?
9 to
now.
5 every day.
to
Like
be honest,
heat.
you're so right.
Like it would be something different, like something like COVID.
Something to, get me out of my routine.
Your routine is not
like
that.
a little loop. A little loop in the pot.
They take you to fucking like Jupiter. You just die. They're like, can you breathe here? You're like, no.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like, everything is
Regardless
so
of what
expensive.
the US is saying about aliens, I want to know what you guys think about just like the possibility of aliens existing, and like what you think that looks like.
Like what an alien looks like, or what it would look like for us.
Yes, both.
Okay. Who wants to start?
I can start.
Period. Period.
Hold on. Talking thoughts.
Wait, what do you mean? What that looks like for us?
Like if we saw a picture of an alien tomorrow, what would that do to the earth? Like
what
to
would that do to
humans?
And then also the second question is like, what would you think the world's reaction would be like? What would the world look like after finding out? Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have to think about COVID-19.
Yeah.
I mean, when that happened, I think there was a lot of like confusion, and I'm not gonna lie, kind of chaos.
There was
Just because,
definitely
like,
chaos. Yeah.
Mismanagement.
And that was like over a virus. Imagine
I know. Imagine something that isn't like that. Even doesn't make sense even more. Like something that's not even from here.
Mhm.
Like that's from here. Like that was like this has happened before. Like at least kind of better prepared. Not really prepared, but like you know what I mean. But I don't know. Like I don't know. I find it really strange that all of this is coming out now because I don't think it's technically the U.S. that's like giving out this information. It's like a former Asian or something.
It's a whistleblower.
It's a whistleblower. So he's
What
getting
the
like
fuck is a
Finn is in
whistleblower?
front.
he's like
of-
somebody who how do I explain it?
They release classified
Yeah.
information, and usually they're
A snitch.
A snitch.
yeah, basically
A
whistleblower is a
Wait,
snitch.
like that was his job?
Like
Or no,
used to
like
work
now
at
he's
the-
one because
yeah.
he's spilling the
because
beans.
he's snitching. Yeah.
Okay.
spilling the beans.
Like it just feels all weird. Like he's getting. I don't know. If
I thought he was someone active in the government right now.
I mean, he
might
has
be.
some. Yeah, he might be. He has, I think, some. I haven't done a ton of research just because I've been kind of ignoring it. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
me
lie. It's
too.
like not. It's
Yeah,
like
I mean, I
interesting, but at
don't.
the same time, it's like I don't.
it's like we already
Yeah.
know type shit.
Yeah.
Y'all just been
Uh,
hiding it.
We've been new. Like, well, what would they look like to you?
Well, I don't think they're gonna look like anything we've seen. We've created such an image of what they might look like that I think it's so fabricated that we're not. It's
Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like the
They're not.
stereotypical
They're
thing.
not
like-
green people.
Yeah.
No.
They're not like.
Big oval heads.
Yeah, we
Even
have,
though,
we have
like,
such an
right,
imagination.
guys, we would
Like,
love if they were green.
They would definitely. I feel
Yeah.
like it would definitely be like just some like creature type thing,
Yeah.
just something you would never.
I
It's not an
honestly
animal. It can't be an
comprehend.
animal.
No, yeah, I'm so with you on that, Jay. Like, I feel like it would be because, like, there are colors we can't even see.
Yes.
Imagine what else we can't even interpret. Like, we can't interpret 4-dimensional things, even though I'm sure, like, it's existing right now. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, no.
I just feel like we wouldn't like. I think Madeline, you mentioned when we were talking about this like before in private or whatever, you were like you would not know what looks like.
Mhm.
Like you
I
would
mean,
just.
yeah, no, you
That
just
sounds
can't
so
know.
scary.
It is.
What if
Maybe
aliens are
amongst us.
walking among us?
Yeah.
could-
I don't
I mean,
feel like
it's
the
only
world
art.
would be much different though,
Really?
because
Yeah.
again, it's something that's like we already know this.
Yeah.
It's been such a like conspiracy or such a whatever for so many years, a myth, whatever the fuck it's called, and it's like
Yeah.
We've
at
been
this
to-
point, it's like,
yeah.
all right, you're dumb if you don't think aliens exist because
Mhm.
like come the fuck on now.
Yeah.
I would
All
argue
these
against
universes
that.
and planets.
I would
What?
argue against that. Coming from a super religious household.
I knew you were gonna say that
And-
because
no,
I've heard
there's
this.
there's a lot of people
But
in
that's
the
kind-
world that are
I
like
feel-
aliens are not real because my God is real.
But yeah, they're
Bye.
kind of no, but like they have to say that because they don't want to go against their God. Like they
Yeah.
have to agree with that no matter
But
what. They're religious. That is their
scientifically,
religion.
it
They're
just
gonna
makes
believe
sense
that.
that
Yes.
it just makes sense
But it's
that
just
I'm
like-
just
we would
throwing
not
out an
be-
argument
No,
out
yeah,
No,
there.
yeah.
But
And
it's
I
just
guess
like-
we're catching it.
Plus, it's so silly to like imagine that like we're like the center of the universe.
No.
That is such.
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
probably the stupidest
Like
thing.
we're
yeah.
not that.
The
I don't
reason
think
I
we're
feel like
special.
the world wouldn't
We
be so
really
different is
aren't.
because like, well, what are we gonna do now? Well,
I
I,
just-
feel like
Yeah.
the world gets some news and we don't give a fuck 2 days later. Like,
No,
where
that's
these
true,
guys
that's
true. Emotion.
I just
I
think
just feel like we're. Sorry, Jay. You go ahead.
No, I already kind of said.
Oh my
a
god,
lot.
it's happening.
It's happening.
No, but this time we fix our issues by making out, right, Jay?
Making a what?
Making out, just.
Y'all
What,
like start ripping each
Can
other's
two
clothes
men
off?
like not be gay in front of you? Like, is that an issue for you?
Yes. Absolutely.
You start like, you like get up and leave.
You slam the door.
I start going on like a tyrant of just like,
A tyrant or a tangent?
oh,
Yeah, we all need
tangent.
books. Luckily, I got some right there.
Yes.
Ooh, stamp. That's trying to come from me.
What the fuck is stamp?
Huh?
But yeah.
Stamped is like an anti-racism book. I think I took it from
That's
you.
our book. That's
to
my
be
book
fair,
on
to be
that
fair-
show.
To be fair, the amount of times I've let Eileen borrow stuff and they never return it, like
yeah.
I still have your book in the back
Yeah.
of my car. What was it called?
Atomic Habits by James.
Honestly,
something.
it was. I read. Don't get me wrong. I definitely read a couple pages.
Did you enjoy it a little bit?
I did, but then I started reading. What's the 19? What is it called?
Oh, 1984?
Yeah, I started reading that.
Yeah.
Like George Orwell.
Is that like a
Yeah.
Taylor
That's
Swift
like
song?
No.
Oh, is that
It's a good book. It's a really good book. You should read it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really
I-
good.
Have you read Animal
I need
Farm
to
by
read
him?
it.
Yes, nigga.
Yeah,
It's fucking fire.
I love that book.
You're
Anyways, yeah.
listen.
Sorry,
Anything's
it's kind of
good.
awkward. I'm not like crazy on books.
Natalie's like, I just threw something out there. Like, y'all
Right,
wanna
no, I
bond
don't know
over this?
anything else that you're talking
Like,
about.
this is about fucking me right now.
I had a hostess job, and guys, that is the most boring shit ever. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm more of a person that likes to like actually go to work and work. I don't like just standing there staring at a wall. I could never be a hostess again. But I was a hostess, and I was just like, we had TVs in there, so like I was just like there watching TV. But like, shit got so fucking boring. I started reading books.
Wow.
And yeah, I was like, I guess one good thing came out of this. Like, I'm
Yeah.
here reading books and
Yeah.
shit. So I started reading 1984.
Mhm.
And then, well, first I started reading your book, but then I got interested into 1984, and I was like, oh shit,
What's
I
it
keep
about?
reading. And then the
It's
business
like-
closed down.
It's Big Brother, right?
Yeah, it's describing
It's
like
not
the
true.
phenomenon of Big Brother living in
Yeah.
a surveillance world and
Like the
police
government's
surveillance,
controlling
and
everything
which we
type
live in a
shit.
police state, guys. Don't be wrong, but it's like
It's extreme. It's
Yes.
like
Yeah.
you
You
like
should
the
read it.
TV turns on and like
Yeah.
tells you to exercise. Like,
Ooh.
like
Yeah.
it's like a whole thing.
all right.
That's-
That was a
Yeah.
whole tangent.
So
though.
it's like a Black Mirror episode, kind of.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the original one.
Oh.
Anyways,
No, but
did
let's see.
you say your point already? We went on a huge tangent
Yeah.
there.
No,
I think we did.
What were the
Yeah,
questions?
kinda. I just don't
I
think
don't remember.
it was about like the aliens and like
okay.
religion.
What it would look like.
I partly agree with you where it's just like things at this point, it's like if you're like surprised about it, then it's just like, where have you been?
Mhm.
But I think that if we had like solid proof that they're like real, like here,
Yeah.
real, like, you know, and like we see them,
like video.
fucking a spaceship comes out of the sky or type of thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of things would change.
Yeah.
I think our whole perception of just
I would just not go to work the next day.
life would just be incredibly different, I think.
I feel
Because
like
now we know
so-
something else is
It-
there. I
But
think
what are we
it'll,
supposed to do with that?
I don't know.
What-
I don't know, but it'll like
Yeah.
talking about religion. I
Yeah.
think that shit will shake.
fuck people up.
It'll fuck
Yeah,
with
well,
them.
I definitely will
Yeah.
fuck
It will
religious people up
fuck
for
with
sure.
them.
It
And then I think
will.
it'll create
Like,
even
physical
more
stuff.
like
Discourse.
like religion
I-
behind, like
if
Yes.
if there
Yes.
is if
Or
there,
maybe
Yes.
it'll end religion because like,
Oh,
oh, shit,
yeah.
Okay.
Can
that
I be
shit
honest?
is real.
Can I be honest?
And then the
I
world
don't know
is
if y'all ever
peaceful.
met. I don't know if y'all ever met a religious person. They are the most egotistical, stubborn people in the world. You could, God Himself could come down and be like, "Yo, I don't exist. I'm a hallucination. Like, you need to chill out." And they would be like, "Oh my God, like he's real." Like, well, that didn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, no. But I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, sorry. I honestly just feel like it would be. I think the only thing that would really change it is if it was like an active threat. Obviously, like if they were
Mm,
in
Interesting.
what is it, like incising a threat,
yeah.
or like the government was like, yeah, this is a problem, then we would really be on some like, okay, lockdown type shit, like apocalyptic, like it'd
Yeah.
be an apocalypse. But if aliens were just like because I am already living my life knowing that like aliens exist, but I'm still doing what I need to do. If they came and revealed themselves, I'd be like, oh my God, there's an image, like this
Okay.
is cool as fuck, but I'm still gonna go to work tomorrow and like I'm still gonna
I think there will be chaos.
no, I definitely agree.
Like people will
like
start finding
religious
things
people.
like meaningless, I think.
Yeah.
Because then it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
then well, we've been
Oh, shit, actually-
taught that like everything that we need is
redact
here.
everything I just
Like
said.
our life has only been here
Yeah.
and will never like exist beyond that.
Yeah.
And then introduce that. I mean, shit.
And then the movies that would come out, the media that would like,
Documentaries.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I
I
don't
just
know.
think things will be like really.
I'm just like, I'm like, there's the first theory that's like, if aliens, I forgot the first theory. The second theory is, the government would like falsify aliens landing and stuff to make us more like enslaved to them mentally. Like they'll pretend like aliens are coming to attack us, and then we'll like fall for it or some shit. Like they'll slowly start revealing stuff and like faking shit. I don't know if I believe that, but
Yeah, like propaganda.
Yeah.
Like,
We're throwing propaganda every single day, guys.
every single day.
Don't
It's called
believe it.
ads. And I would not put it past our government. Like
I wouldn't either.
Actually,
Because-
have you seen Ender's Game?
no.
I'm pretty sure that's what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've had to. Everyone reads Ender Game in 9th grade here. We
Damn,
read the book.
I didn't read it. I watched it.
You watched it?
Yeah.
I don't know what
I
Ender Game
love
is.
Ender's Game. It's a really good book.
Me
anyways.
either.
I don't think we read
I've
it.
definitely seen the cover, but I don't know.
I'm pretty sure the
exact-
book is better than the movie.
It
I've
is.
heard.
I mean, most of
Yes.
the time that's the case.
It's
I don't
a
remember
really
reading
good
it in
Books are
school
sci-fi
usually
though.
better
book.
than
Yeah. What do you think, Irene, about the aliens?
I don't know. I feel like I really love Nope's interpretation of like aliens, how it's not humanoid or it's not like, you know what I mean? It's not like anything that we would really imagine. It keeps shifting in images and shit, because it's like realistically, I agree, it'd be kind of like mind boggling. The same way, like I know like in the Bible they say like if you were to ever look at like an angel straight up or God straight up, you would like
go insane.
because you wouldn't. And I feel like that's would be the case for aliens, just because like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But
They're so beyond our comprehension.
Yeah.
Not to like sidetrack all the way back there, but aliens for real existing, and they're just so uninterested in us as like beings. So
Yeah.
they'll never actually come here or like reveal themselves because we don't matter enough. Like am I not special enough? Like
I mean, they can't survive on our planet, so why would they
No.
come here?
maybe they can.
To steal resources.
They can just kill us and for fun. I don't know.
Mhm.
But they
Yeah.
must have some like special like technology that will make them survive on here. Because there's no way they could survive. I mean, I guess
Maybe I'm
there's a
saying like
way.
maybe they could.
I was gonna say there's
I
no
mean-
way because like their planets lack something that we
Mm.
have, which is
Mhm.
oxygen, and
Yeah.
clearly that's how they thrive.
Mm.
But yeah, you're right. We're
Yeah.
the only planet that has it. So who's to say they can't handle?
We're an
they-
anomaly, and that's
they
why
can't
we
breathe
haven't
that
like been able to.
They
Yeah.
don't need no
Fuck with them.
special
I'm-
like suit.
I'm just saying.
Maybe we have like the materials we have are necessary, and there are other planets like that. So there's like other human looking people. Maybe because like so when I think of aliens, I think of like two versions of them. Like I think of a version where it's like they exist, life happened on a planet where they didn't need water, oxygen, or whatever else we have here to like
Mhm.
survive, and they have a different form and in a different shape. But maybe you need oxygen and water for life to happen, and maybe other planets do have that, but like there's different like
it's instead of it
Mutations?
being oxygen and water is like two different things. That's like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like there could be two possibilities, like two ways of thought on that. Like it could be aliens that like Jupiter has nothing of what our planet has to in order to survive,
Right.
but maybe like a different creature that has like thinking capabilities lives there that doesn't look anything like us. But maybe there are also other planets with water and oxygen that have
How many
different mutated people. I don't know.
How many planets
am I
have you
making sense?
explored?
No, yeah, you are.
Okay, 'cause I
Have
feel
we
like I'm-
explored?
Yeah.
How many?
I mean, if you want to, okay.
Explore what?
Humans stepped
No, like
foot on the
what-
moon, and
Okay,
that's pretty
what
much
planet?
it. But we've explored a lot of different planets with like,
I feel like I'm stuttering.
they call them space probes, and like cameras and stuff like that. Like,
But like, how many people have been on different other planets?
dude, we
it's-
haven't stepped on another planet before.
It's only
Yeah.
been
Oh,
the
no.
moon.
Moon.
No,
Oh.
just the moon.
And just the
And
moon, I
once.
think it's been like
And what?
I'm pretty sure it's been over 50 years since
Mhm.
we've
Yeah.
actually stepped on the moon, and they're
Mhm.
they just recently like started. I don't know if they've started them yet, but they
Like
have
rovers?
new mission. No,
No,
like they have actual.
So India has a program now. China has a program that they're trying to send out people to the moon next year. Both of them, I think.
NASA's doing
And
that.
NASA
Yeah.
as well. So there's
To where?
Yeah.
It's like
the
Artemis.
moon.
It's like
Artemis.
Artemis, I
I
think.
thought- wait.
I think it
Yes.
might be Artemis. I think that's what the mission is called.
There's another mission specifically for
Am I
Mars.
tripping? Is that not the plot of Dr. Stone, the anime, where like all them niggas are from different countries and then they end up going out in space, and then when they come back, everything's all fucked up? Is that what's gonna happen and shit?
Oh my
That's
God.
really what came to my mind right now. That's fucking
I don't
creepy.
know.
I didn't even
think-
know that there was like a real life niggas were gonna go out in the moon.
Well, that's how
to
the
moon.
International Space Station works too. That's why there was this whole
okay.
thing with like Russia, like disconnecting theirs from the other side, and because of like what was happening with Ukraine and stuff like that, because there's like a bunch of different countries use the International Space Station. So there's like, it's not only America, even though NASA's the one that mostly
Okay,
funded it.
yeah.
So it's like, there's like a Chinese section, there's
Okay,
an
that
America,
makes sense, 'cause
and then
okay.
up there's not really any board, like the concept of borders doesn't really exist, but because of all of the political stuff that's happening now with like different wars, and you know, we're going into another Cold War, it seems, with China. So it's like, I know I can't even think.
But watch when it like does become a bigger thing, because like the whole
it is
purpose
affecting space travel, like communal space travel.
The whole purpose, I think, of the Artemis missions is to get to Mars. Like they want to build a base on the moon so that they can use that to get to Mars.
Yeah,
but like it's weird that you're like when just mentioning borders and stuff. Like I mean, who owns the moon? Or just like
that's a question we're gonna have to
like parts of the moon, and like it's gonna get
it's gonna get a lot more complicated.
Have we been to the dark side of the moon?
No.
What the fuck? The fact that like we really think we're on some like savage shit, but like the fact that we've gone to the moon once in over 50 years, and not even we haven't been able to get to the dark side. Like, what if all we need to know is exists there?
Well, we don't even know what's in our oceans.
Yeah. Like we really like can Apple like stop with like the monthly like iPhone updates and just like focus on like anything else? Like what if they get like a weird AirPod shaped thing down in the water and not have it work, not like the fucking submarine?
Have you guys seen the VR thing that they're releasing?
That shit is terrifying.
Wait, what is
Of what?
So Apple
oh my God.
created a new like a VR headset. I
Vision
think it's I
Pro.
don't know if it's called VR, but
It's called like Vision Pro.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a headset that's basically like it's like VR. It's
AR.
Wait,
It's
what, like
augmented.
games or
what?
It's augmented
It's like
reality,
basically,
right?
Madeline, think of like being able to do whatever you can do on your laptop, your phone, whatever, on like a VR thing where it's like, and
There's
it
no
tracks,
consequences.
it tracks your eyes, and
just,
so like instead of
creepy.
and instead of like swiping apps and shit like that, because other people have done that, you can look at apps and it selects it for you just by your eyes. And no other VR thing or AR or anything of that sort can like track your eyes, and like it's weird. And they have this new like 3D photo shit where like if
Oh
you're
my God.
which is so fucking weird. If you're wearing the Vision Pros, you can like take a picture and like you can put your like later in life or whatever, you can put them on and like be back in that moment, and like the whole room is there.
That's really cool.
It is cool, but could you imagine you're taking photos of your kids and they just see your dad with like a fucking big ass like VR
Say
shit?
happy birthday for daddy.
it
like-
scans your face. It scans your face too. So I think like there's
They'll
a
be
feature,
able to see through it.
No, so there's a
Which
feature
is
there if you're
creepier.
on FaceTime, you can actually use that on FaceTime. And what it does, it like scans your face. And so
Makes
then
it 3D.
and then it like actually
Yeah.
puts like a face over your face.
Yeah.
That's
So it's like, you know, I think it's going to get better over time, but it's like as scary as it is, I can't help but
Yeah.
think about like,
It
what's
sounds
the word? Like
interesting.
people with like dementia,
Mm,
right? And
That
like,
could be nice.
and it's just like, imagine them using
Those
that as like, a way
medical
to,
practices could be good.
that's what I like. As scary as all that stuff can be, I think there's going to be some good that comes out of it.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like, think about the price of it, and just like, I think just how it can
3K?
That's how it costs?
35.
Yeah,
That's how much it costs?
it's close to
35,000.
I think. Yeah,
Not 35,000.
But they're gonna
$3,500.
make- they're gonna make one for, like,
$3,500.
It's how much the actual
little
thingy
cheaper.
costs that you're talking
Vision
about.
Pros,
Jesus,
It's
fucking
half
Christ.
just a
I-
tad cheaper.
Jay, it's good
30,000.
you mentioned that this is the very beginnings. Like, I saw a YouTuber, I think his name was like Marquise.
Marquez
Yeah,
Brownlee.
Marquez. Yeah,
I love
that
him.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he
Anything
said
tech,
like
I go to.
Me
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
he said like this is like the first iPhone
Yes.
for this type of like thing, and that is terrifying to
Oh.
me, because that means in like 10 years it's gonna be this
The
like
Black Mirror thing.
it might be fucking contacts, like you just put it in
Yeah.
your fucking eyes and like you can see your phone anywhere. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, no, we're fast approaching a digital world very fast, and it is scary.
Essentially,
If aliens are living amongst us,
Please show yourself, babe.
And-
Like, please, am I not special enough for
Oh
you
my
to like
God.
abduct me? Like, I think I'm pretty special.
I want attention.
Would you guys say that I'm like special enough to be abducted?
by an alien.
Yes.
What do you have to offer them?
I was gonna
Like,
say, what
my
can you
body.
do in space?
Your
in
body.
their
My
planet?
body.
Your body.
I can offer them my body. Like, they can experiment on it. They can like,
Oh, you're just gonna
you
die.
know, gag on some stuff or.
I wonder how deep you can take this.
Yeah.
But like, answer the question.
Yes.
He's like, yes.
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 You know what? I'd say if
Going around
you do
the
get
room.
abducted by
Answer
an
it,
alien,
Jay.
I'd
Answer it,
believe
Jay.
you.
Jay,
You what?
I'd believe you if you do get abducted
Mm.
by an alien. I'd believe you.
No, because you
I
know
wouldn't because I feel like Daniel makes things up for attention.
what the fuck? No, okay. Oh yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Make sure you rate if you're listening or watching to us.
Watching to us.
Period. Make sure you rate if you're listening or watching us on Spotify, and if you're on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And wherever you're listening to us, just share it with whoever you think can benefit from whatever we talked about, or needs to be distracted by some
Yeah.
friends.